Welcome back, everybody. Red Sky City, Phase 2, Episode 3. Thank you for your patience while we deal with some enemy netrunners. If you are just joining us, you missed the Ego Fest, where everybody made an argument for what level reputation their character should have. I think generally everybody's satisfied, or at least you find the evidence compelling. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
No, I think a 6 would have been more. I think a 6 would have been fine, but it's, it's whatever.
I'm too cool.
All right, awesome. I have to say that Natalie's reputation has increased more than anybody else's at this point.
I started at 0, though. Let it be known.
All right, I'm just going to switch cameras here real fast because I think that. Go ahead.
I asked you, Joe, in the break, but theoretically, would my character have recorded a first-person POV through the installed cyber eye of me choking an assassin on the operating table?
So this comes down to rules versus GMing style, because according to the rules, all cyber eyes do not automatically record. You have to have a special add-on in order for that to work. However, I like it better if you do, because I think that's cool.
Oh, thanks. So do I.
And I think other people have been able to do recordings before. I'm going to say you don't have like unlimited storage space on it. But for little bits and pieces like that, you do. While I fuss with my camera, I'm going to set the stage real quick. You guys know that the Red Chrome Legion has arrived. What is your plan?
Well,
I'm going to send them that video.
What?
And attach a message saying...
How are you going to send it to them? What, you got their email address?
I don't know, just like it's in the vicinity, right? Airdrop it, you know? I think that's a thing in the future, is it not? Can I just like send it?
Just Bluetooth it over?
Yeah, can I send them a file? I don't know, Joe, am I allowed?
No, I think that seems reasonable.
Okay, yeah, I'll send them the video. And I'll say, it will be attached with a message saying, if I was capable of this while under 200 milligrams of anesthetic and unable to use the rest of my body with half of my face torn open, what do you think I'm capable of now that I'm souped up in cyberware? And it's all going to be in caps to make it really unsettling.
The caps really sells it. The
Morello
caps really
approach.
sells it.
Yep.
I'm getting on the roof with a rifle ready to negotiate or shoot him in the face.
I'm going to find the parents of the Monarch and just double check on them and see if I can get them to the furthest opposite corner and maybe out the back door.
And while Natalie goes and does that, I'm gonna, Joe, as we discussed, I'm going to call for my mom. So I'm gonna start this off. Say, Ma, come here. And then she's gonna, Maria's gonna be making her way out of the I don't know. This is my Maria right here. Making her way out of the kitchen, holding some, trying to think of maybe something insanely Hispanic right now, but I can't seem to think of an item that would work. And she's going to say, "Yes, papi, ¿qué pasó?" And I'm going to say, "Ma, do you have my stuff that I left here?" And she's going to say, sí, yeah. It's underneath the sofa. You open the thing, and it's there. Obviously, I know exactly what that is, because as a Hispanic, we call everything the thing. So
is that a Hispanic thing?
Oh no, it's my mom literally said, and I quote, "It's over there by the thing near the thing."
Yeah,
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, then perhaps it could just be a mama thing, but that's good though.
Does your
it's
family
good to
call
know that
things
the thing...
side?
No, everything's the thing. Everything's the
Okay.
thing.
It's on the
by
side.
thing,
Is
by
a
the
good
thing.
one. Whenever I go home, it's on the side. What
Yeah.
is the side? Is it Schrodinger? What are we looking at? Theorems here?
For us, it's the thing, and then for my father, it's I'll be there in 15 minutes. But what he really means is 2 hours. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going to open up. I'm going to move the sofa over to the side. because what I actually stored here on one of my first major jobs, as I was operating out of my mom's home many years ago, was a very crude rocket launcher and a sawed-off shotgun. So those are the 2 items. Joe, am I good here?
Yeah, you got, it's an old pre-war rocket launcher. It's seen some wear and tear. Where exactly it came from, and there's a little bit of blood on it. There's some strange scorch marks, some chemical burns.
Yeah,
it's a banged up, but you've got 3 warheads all ready to go with it. Okay, warhead might be a little bit of a it might
3
be the wrong
rockets.
nomenclature.
I have
You've got
3
3
rockets.
rockets with it. They've been sitting there for a really long time. You're not sure if there's an expiration date on these things, if they go sour at some point. But yeah, it's still there, just under the couch. People sitting on an explosive payload, watching TV.
We hope for the best. We see what happens. Either way, it's going to be explosive. So I got that and a shotgun. You note the shotgun, right? I'm putting the shotgun, the sawed-off shotgun. Old shotgun, because I've been wanting a shotgun for a while, and this is the way I wedge it in.
Yeah.
And Joe can't say anything.
It is also a poor quality shotgun. Because honestly, anything really high quality, you tended to keep with you on your jobs out in the field.
Yeah, it was one of my old, when I first started on my murdering sprees. When I really was out there
Murdering sprees. That's very different to being a hired killer. That's
yeah, no, but I was hired for murder.
Professionals have standards.
Is it like a feint?
Referring to it as a murdering spree indicates you don't have standards.
No, I do. It was all corporate people, horrible people. Sorry, Natalie. You're okay. You're okay, girl. Don't worry about it. You fine.
As I'm protecting your parents, you're saying this to me. I've got one arm around Osvaldo, and I'm motioning for Maria.
Are you?
And just my eyebrows are doing this.
Saying this around your parents? Because I was under the impression that your parents were never to learn your body count.
My parents are aware of my profession. They are not aware of the count, and a spree doesn't indicate the count.
Anyone who refers to themselves as having gone on a murdering spree has killed far too many people.
Their son is either a murderer or unsuccessful. You have to choose right now.
They're older.
Did the spree kill people or not?
They don't know. They're kind of like parents that are just it's like when you find out that maybe your child is like a stripper or something like that, and you're just I'd rather not know what you do, but I support your business. It's like one of those things. That's what I would equate this to. I'm basically a stripper with a machine gun. Make sense, everyone? Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, makes perfect sense.
Perfectly comprehensible.
Actually, the full version of Cyberpunk Red just came out, and if you turn to the solo page where it describes the role, the second line is it's basically a stripper with a machine gun. You can look that up.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
I didn't make it up.
So
I need to buy this book.
Yeah, you should. It's available in PDF and tomorrow in hard copy from your friendly local game store. All right. So Jarex is loading up to airdrop the first person footage of him killing this hired assassin with his bare robotic hands.
Yep.
Monarch is getting the thing from the thing. What are
Makes sense.
Natalie and Jim doing?
I said I'm going to the roof. I'm going to the roof with my rifle that I brought here because I knew it was about to go down, and I'm open to negotiation, and I'm also preparing for that as well. Because if I can talk my way out of this is definitely a better option than it just descending into horrific gunfire. But I'm up here with a rifle because it's a good tactical position, if not.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself to the building of your choice.
Okay.
Are we sure we want to send our best talker up to the roof rather than, I don't know, the surgeon who just sent a psychotic video to them.
I sent that to everybody in the vicinity as well.
Yeah, I
by the
mean,
way.
Jerax is a absolute nutcase, and he is not helping the negotiation in any sense. Like intimidating your opponent as you're about to talk to them is generally speaking not a great idea, I think. But which building were we even in to begin with?
You pick
The one that we're in
Alex.
front of.
Yeah, this one right here.
The one with the orange skylight.
Yeah. So you would have gone up through there. There's like a little.
Yeah, I mean, I
little
would
ladder.
be this circular thing on the roof. I'm presuming that that's some kind of cover, so I would kind of be sheltering behind that at that point.
Yeah, you could take cover behind there and get pretty good line of sight down to the street where all these motorbikes are rolling up.
And I'm assuming that skylight is an easy entry back into the building if things start to go wrong. So that's my escape plan and my cover.
All right. Alex and Bren, go ahead and move yourselves to wherever you'd like to be, when all of this goes down. And Natalie, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to bundle the Monarch's parents kind of out of the back of the building, away, like to the east. Yeah. And then I'd like to move them towards the car, hopefully to kind of get them out of this situation. Because we parked over here at the east, right? Went to the building, and then the Red Chrome Legion's approaching from the west.
Yeah. So here's how I think this is going to go. I'm going to walk out as I hear them roll up. I'm going to walk out the front door with a rocket launcher in my hands, and I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, "Hey, what's up, guys? You here for some drinks?" And I'm going to see what they say. That's literally how we're going to start this thing. Because look, if I'm rolling up in the club, boy's going to bust a gat in that ass. They need to know that they about to get fried. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever rolled up in a club, Alex?
I have once or twice, Rachel. Okay.
It wasn't an esports after party?
One time, but that's neither here nor there. Okay.
All of those
Up in the
sentences
streets.
didn't make sense. When I roll up in the club and the rifle going gada tat tat, your man's got to know that I've got a rocket launcher or something. That's all I heard.
I'm about to bust a gat in that ass.
Yeah,
You missed the gat in that ass.
Sure,
part,
gat in the ass.
okay?
Yep, gat
Thank
in
you.
the ass. Writing it down. I'm writing it down.
Really, please write it down. I want everyone in the chat to write it down right now. You will know that if you ever need to go into the club and you go to the bar, the bouncer, don't say that to him.
Under no circumstances.
But here's the thing though, right? If you are leaving and they were really mean to you, be like, "I'm about to bust a guy in that ass," and then you run really fast. Trust me, it works every time.
Yeah.
This is not a legal advice stream.
Yeah, I am not a lawyer. On a side note, Gat in That Ass is the sequel to the hit album Shoot You in the Face.
That's right. That's the theme of this season, by the way. It's about shooting the gooch and the gat in that ass.
Okay,
Both sound like WAP sequels.
Jerax is going to do something. Stop talking
I
about.
got
see if
shot
they
in the
respond,
face
no?
last season.
Yeah.
A little concerned about the seasonal themes.
Talking about ripping out gooches. What would Jerax do in this situation? He's just airdropped to everybody a first-person POV of him ripping out a man's jugular.
Yeah, so as Maria and Asfelda are being, ushered out the back of their home
God, you
where they've lived
freak.
for years and years, this is not the first group of violent folk who have rolled up in their neighborhood. They've done this before, and their phones, their agents, they pull it up. And it's just this first-person snuff film in this poorly lit cyber clinic with flashing red lights. It's like, what was that movie they filmed entirely in first person?
Oh,
Blair Witch Project.
no.
You know the one
what you're
I'm
talking
talking about. Yeah. It's like the VR tracheal murder simulator.
Oh yeah. I
You
remember
also,
that, yeah.
Brendan, you didn't say who the message was supposed to be to. So they must be thinking you're threatening them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, unfortunately, it's the limitations of technology, Josh. I can't specify the Red Cone Legion. I don't have them on.
You could in the
bloody-
message.
I don't have them on future.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Okay?
He hasn't
I
added
can't-
them. They haven't accepted his request.
Yeah, I have to airdrop it to everybody for them to get the message.
Yeah.
Secondly, there's a second part to it because the Red Chrome Legion, if they don't know who I am, they're going to know now because I'm going to calmly start walking towards them.
I mean,
Are you
here's where
not
you guys
aware
die.
of the rocket launcher in my hand?
I'll be 6 feet apart from them.
No, this isn't COVID. You like it's gonna blow up and it can kill.
Just aim good.
For reference, there are 10 of them, correct?
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's why I feel like
And
our
2
best
of
shot-
you. So definitely a good idea to walk out in the open against them, where perfect rifle range. No. Just understanding exactly what you guys are doing. No disagreements.
Well, okay.
I can just run in time.
Jarek says random numbers. Okay. I think this is our best chance.
Oh yeah. Very logical.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's engage in dialogue with them.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to slowly walk up, but stay at least outside of rocket launcher range. Does that make sense?
All right. So for clarification, the optimal range on a rocket launcher is between 13 to 50 meters. Oh, this is measuring in feet. I'll fix that. And the explosion radius it's 5 squares by 5 squares. So whatever square you hit, it radiates out from there.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we'll do some quick maths here. So 13 to 85 meters. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. And
Plan
It's
this
also
out.
quite a small radius, honestly.
I've been playing a lot of squad recently, and while the blast radius is pretty large, I mean, if you think about it, that is did I say it's 10 meters across? So it's a 30-foot explosion.
Mm.
That's honestly not bad. It's 5 squares, right? So if you shoot this square here, it's going to hit everyone here and here.
Oh, to go this. How many squares?
I'll draw a box.
Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's
Wonderful.
not that big because it's
That's big.
It's a 5 square.
Radius.
No.
No. Diameter.
Oh.
Again, it's a 30-foot explosion. It's a big enough that if you're standing within a bus length, it will blow you the
Yeah.
hell up. Like
If that's the square, we're cooking with fire,
this,
baby.
This is the square.
You'll just take
Wonderful.
down a significant portion of the neighborhood at the same time.
No, not at all.
Controlled. All controlled.
All
Exactly.
control.
Controlled detonation. Just takes out that air conditioning unit that you've currently got highlighted.
There is always a chance you could miss, and if you miss, then I get to decide
Yeah.
where it lands.
Oh,
I'll probably
God.
let the dice decide, but I'm just putting that out there. All right. In the dusty roads, the dusty back streets of the Heywood district, 2 figures strut out wearing their long coats to face the 5 shiny and chrome motorbikes of the Red Chrome Legion. The leader does one of those cool stops where they slide to the side, and you know that she's on the back, and she's got another one of her gang members up front driving, while she sits there calmly with a flamethrower in one hand. Now, under most circumstances, I'd say, don't bring a flamethrower to a rocket launcher fight, but that's where we are now in our lives.
Yeah. Crazy year.
2049, eh?
Yep.
Oh, I like
2045.
2045. All right. She has clear cybernetic work done on the side of her face. One of her arms is robotic. She's got her hair cut short. She's wearing patchwork body armor. They're all wearing lots of shiny chrome and this blood red color. She's got a mono katana across her back. And again, casually holding a flamethrower in the other hand. And she looks a lot of you dead in the eye. If I recall correctly, Monarch just invited everyone in for drinks, right? And Jarek's just airdropped. Nobody seems to be looking at their phones at the moment. They've got other business. But
Peons might at the back, if they get bored.
They just rolled up and there's a dude with a rocket launcher and their phones are like, you have one unread message.
Yeah, they might think they've got it, you know?
Our attention spans aren't getting longer.
You'd have to be an
one of them
absolute
is
squirrel.
One of them is aggressively. The other one's like, oh, hang on, I gotta check this.
Oh my God, did you see this crazy mess?
Is this like a viral marketing ad? What is this?
It's a new movie.
Exactly. This is the trailer for the new brain dance that's coming out. All right. She looks across. Okay, can you actually have a conversation 30 feet across? No, 30 meters away without yelling?
You'd definitely be yelling.
Yeah, you'd be yelling. 100% you'd be yelling.
All right, I'll listen. 6 feet apart. Boom.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're really gonna get that close?
That's like 10 meters
8
away.
meters away. Again, that's the distance
Yeah,
of a normal sized bus, just for context. You know who lives out here? Anarchists.
I'm fully aware of who lives out here.
Ungrateful, non-compliant, degenerate citizens. That's who lives out here. And who the hell are you supposed to be?
I have ran the calculations, and you will not come out unscathed. I give you a 12.79% chance of success. I'm basically trying to intimidate them.
Okay,
You know?
here's how we're gonna do this. The both of you are gonna be involved. You're gonna make opposed reputation checks.
I mean, the Red Chrome Legion. I mean,
Oh, Arax, roll a reputation. This is
He doesn't even believe in himself.
no. The 1% of my humanity is screaming in the back of my mind, whilst the robot Jerax Prime, is coming out with statistics and numbers. But human Jerax is like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get back inside, you dumbass!"
Your amygdala is no longer in control. I am in control.
That sums up Jerax so well. His amygdala says, put pants on head and run away. And yet his robot half now says, stride up to them within spitting distance and challenge them to a reputation off. They could not be more different.
all right. I am going to let the Monarch go first on this because the Monarch was the first person to say something with a rocket launcher slung over his back. So as she pulls up alongside with the flamethrower and you've got a rocket launcher, she stares you into the eyes. You stare back casually, just completely unbothered. The frame zooms in on her eyes, zooms in on your eyes. Black bars drop in from both sides. Anime swings play. You could also do the theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's sort of your choice what sort of approach you want here. Monarch, roll a reputation check.
All right, here goes nothing, baby.
God, this feels like
That's
a
not bad.
Yu-Gi-Oh jewel. You know?
You're going straight to the Shadow Realm.
But like, we have all
No,
these
no,
guns.
Yugs! You got this!
Oh my god.
Oh,
You don't got this, Yugs! Get out of there!
Okay, as you go in for the face-off and you stare at each other, you look into her eyes and you see a person who sees you and everyone else in her way as subhuman and just another ant to be rolled over. So there's this permanent sneer in her mind that just casts out like a crushing wave over you. And even though you are the goddamn Monarch, you feel a cold chill take place set in your veins. You are going to take a -2 on all your actions against Babylon in this fight until forever, until you have defeated her at least once. Or you can back off and let her and her gang do whatever it is that they're trying to do. Are you backing off or are you standing your ground?
Oh, hell no, dude.
Yeah.
Also, I don't even know why it's not -2 is going to be necessary about to blow her bitch ass up in a moment here. I ain't worried. Shit.
Jerax, roll a reputation check.
Oh, he's gonna fail.
10.46%. as I look at my fingernails. It's not actually fingernails, it's a cyber arm. I'm going to just rotate the cyber arm slowly all the way around. And I'm going to roll a reputation check and get a 1, probably. Where's my character sheet? Oh.
15. I'm gonna have a roll.
Not ideal.
16. Yep.
I am using luck. I am using my 2 luck.
All right. If your amygdala had any volition over your brain right now, you would be taking a -2 on everything. But as she looks into your eyes, and this cold, near soulless, assured calculation looks back, she has dealt with people like the Monarch before. She's dealt with people who are cocky, people who are good at killing. She just assumes she's better, for her cause is true, and they are beneath her. Why should she be concerned with them? But when you come face to face with the machine does not care for your cause. The machine cares only for syntax, for its parameters, for its intended objective. And here, she is out of her element. She looks between the two of you.
9.87.
She has a -2 in her actions against Jerax.
Sorry, what the fuck is Jerax doing? Why are you just telling her numbers of 3 significant figures? Why have you just decided to recite numbers at her? What are you doing?
Because I've opened up with her percentage of success.
Which was originally
12.79.
Oh, and you're ticking down a couple of points
down as the conversation goes on.
God, that's unsustainable levels of decrease.
Well, it's going to reach a tipping point.
So is this just bluffing as well? You're just straight up.
This is an intimidation bluff essentially.
Is this an acting check?
No, it's a face-off. It's a reputation face-off.
Damn it, I really wanted the acting check.
Roll an acting check. Just throw it in there.
Failed every acting check.
Just throw it in there.
Isn't it my cold machine-like personality? Is it really acting if that's who I truly am?
Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's true.
I'll roll one just for the road, eh?
Oh God, it's not a good idea.
Ooh.
Okay,
not bad, actually.
That's not the worst. That's not the worst.
That's actually the best that he can do without critting.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there.
That's pretty good. All right. So she seems uncertain. She eyes you. She eyes the rocket launcher in the distance. Natalie, you have successfully ushered Asfaldo and Maria out of the homestead, and you are at the far, far end of the street. I want to give you and Jim a chance to position yourselves to speak, although, again, you're way the hell out there. You need a loudspeaker at this point. I want to give you both the floor before the scene continues.
Now, you should go first, Natalie, I think, because my plans are possibly contingent on what you do.
No, I'm very excited to not be noticed, and I, as Natalie, am not interested in speaking to the Red Chrome Legion. Nothing to say over here. So my only concern is whether Osvaldo and Maria would like to get in my car and have me take them to safety, or if they had plans of their own to get away from the danger.
Sorry about that. I think for the sake of this, I think that they have plans of their own. Like they have a safe area that they can get to because they know the community.
Is Maria not saying this to Natalie?
Oh, well, okay. So you
please,
want that? You want that then, bitch? I'll give it to you. All right.
I think I'm being so sweet to them, but they probably have no time for me coming into their house and moving them around, so.
Mira, sweetheart, this thing is fine. Don't worry about it. Monarch actually gives us this thing, and we go and we talk to one of the neighbors, and we're good. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You look at Asfaldo. Look at him. He's old. He can't move. You know, where are we gonna go from here? You know, if we die, we die. Whatever. You know, his ball's useless. Can't get anything out of them nowadays. You know, so don't worry about it. We're good. We're just gonna go this way. You do your thing. It seems like you have a lot of things to worry about, little Natalie. That's right. Que bueno. Okay, and then they go off.
Well, This is the
I feel
shocking
so comforted.
origin story of where Monarch got his genital preoccupation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that happened. After ushering them to safety, will Natalie do anything else?
Natalie would like to make her way towards her vehicle.
Okay. Might actually have a piece for the vehicle. I'll see if I can throw that down.
While she's making her way towards the vehicle, she'd like to look around and see if any of those cool Nomad vehicles are around too, though. Just out of
Well,
curiosity.
the Nomads keep a sharp eye on their cars. If there's a Nomad vehicle nearby, there's a Nomad nearby. I can guarantee you that much. Okay. Back in the streets. Jim, is there anything
Yeah.
you would like to do before we
Absolutely.
proceed?
I would
All
like
right.
to know what the effective range of a flashbang is.
All right. The effective range of a flashbang is...
Because I'm currently about 30 meters out from these people, and I'm looking to make... I mean, I was originally trying to just set up for good position. You know, like you would do it if you were under siege. You set up, you use your cover, you're looking to communicate, but you're always taking good defensive positions. After Jerax and Monarch have literally just walked out into the middle of the buildings, I realized that is, I mean, what am I going to do? Just keep myself alive as they perish out in the middle of nowhere? So I've decided to go all in on this intimidation maneuver. So I'm looking to try and make a big entrance.
Okay. So the way that throwing a flashbang works is you're going to, on the ranged weapon attacks table, you're going to use the grenade launcher row, but you're going to roll with your athletics. So optimal range is between 7 and 25 yards.
Oof.
Ouchies.
Why do they do things in feet, meters, and yards?
Oh, because they don't, sorry, meters and yards, they have them completely equivalent. Like,
Okay.
They're not doing the hard math on it. Either everything's
Okay.
2 meters or 2 yards, and I just read the yards off the line. So between 7 and 25 meters.
Okay, so 25 meters gets it almost exactly in front of Jerax, which isn't...
No, what are you planning on doing? What is this, a fucking magic trick?
Yes, essentially, yes.
You're going to pull the pin and appear next to me? in
No,
a cage?
so
Behold!
I have a flashbang and a grapple gun. And so what I'm planning to do is throw the flashbang and then grapple over towards you. And I'm thinking that as I throw, I can use my next action to grapple over, and I'll be able to time the two roughly equivalent, so that when the flash goes off at my next action, I'll be basically right in front of them, and I'll appear like in a flash of smoke.
You don't think they're going to fire when they get flashbanged?
That is exactly what you would do if they did this.
No, I don't think they'll do that.
I think they will, John.
Well, I think maybe that's your fault for walking out within 8 meters of them.
I have a plan, a diplomacy plan. It's
A
diplomacy.
diplomacy plan. You've walked
Yeah.
forwards and told them that you're going to gut them like the assassin that you did on
I
the
have
surgery
not.
table.
No, I haven't said anything other than
You've
the
implied
chances-
it at the very least.
Their chances of success are very low.
So
but
you've
it-
calculated out of
if
numbers
that-
that you
if
pulled
that
literally
flash-
from your cyber ass.
If that flashbang comes out, I'll be saying 88.9 and running away. Like I'm out. Okay.
Listen, this is my current plan. I think you two have screwed the pooch on this, and yeah,
Whoa,
that's what
Don't
I'm.
throw me. I'm still in a position where I can easily just go
Yeah,
back
you're
into
not
the
bad,
house.
actually.
and-
That's true.
Can I just ask, how do flashbangs work in the day?
I mean,
Do they?
a bright
They
light
still
that
do.
exceeds your human capacity for light and sound is still a bright light.
Have you ever looked at the sun? Because that's out during the
Okay.
day, and that still blinds you.
Yeah, and it's still like an intense light that emerges from. I mean, like obviously the sun is like a good example of it. Imagine if like you just like got thrown the sun in your face.
I'm googling it. I'm
briefly.
googling it.
You know,
Okay.
like
When a flashbang goes off, anyone hit by the attack, which is an explosive radius, so the same radius as a rocket launcher, has to make a resist drug/torture check. It is neither, but it's close enough. If you fail, you take the damaged eye and the damaged ear critical injuries for the next minute.
How close does it have to be to them?
I've drawn a square. Behold the square. It's another square.
That's the yellow square, right?
That is the yellow square.
But that yellow square is for Jerax, not for the other people.
No, this yellow square is the radius of a flashbang. So wherever you land this thing, it'll go right in the center here, and it'll hit everything. It's
There's
explosive
absolutely
radius.
no chance then. I mean, I thought I could yeet the flashbang further.
Well,
I thought I could land it in the middle.
No. Yeah, hear me out here, right? So your ideal range, and you could get it higher than this. Your ideal range is up to 25 meters.
Okay.
So
that would be right
here.
on top of Jerax.
But that's to hit it with a 15. If you get a 17, you can get it out to 50 meters. Do you think with your athletic score, you could beat a 17 on a
I have
D10?
an athletic score of 2.
Then why are you doing this?
Probably not. Well, because I didn't quite know like the distances involved. No, I retract this plan then. I retract the plan because I would be aware of my own physicality.
So I've just done some research on flashbangs.
Oh, God,
This was inevitable.
This
We
is
were not
like
getting
not
out.
an
We were
episode
not
of
getting
the
out of
Foreheads,
this.
by the
We were
way.
not getting out of this. Go ahead.
So I've just done some research on flashbangs, and apparently the noise they make is around 170 to 180 decibels, which is significantly
Incredibly
louder than a
loud.
shotgun. It takes 150 decibels to rupture an eardrum, and if it's close enough, you do need hospitalization, otherwise you will go deaf in those ears, or that ear.
And you've got cyber ears.
No. 185 to 200 decibels apparently kills you.
Really?
Flashbangs some
if
serious
you-
shit, dude.
So if you
I
open
did
a
not know
flashbang and
that.
hold it right next to your ear, it has the potential to kill you. In terms of the brightness, the sun in average daylight, clear sky, puts 10,000 lumens of light on your eyes. With 12.57 candela to a lumen, that means your eyes receive 795.54 CD of sunlight when looking at the sun.
Yeah. Cut the math and give me the facts, robot man.
A flashbang puts out 7 million candela at once. There is nothing you can compare it to. It's simply too powerful. The human
think you should
mind
throw it.
cannot comprehend that level of white, which is impressive because I am very white. You know in the movies and games when the screen goes white after one goes off. That's not meant to represent the brightness. It will sear optical nerves and temporarily or permanently damage your eyes.
It's
God.
daytime in Counter-Strike, and they work in Counter-Strike.
There we go.
There we go. Brent, I was convinced that I wasn't going to do this, and the more you spoke, the more convinced I am that this is the correct
They
play.
are going to open fire on me.
No, they are not going to be able to see where you are because they don't have their guns currently aiming at you. Right? There's nothing that Joe said that indicates that. So they would have to pull their guns out and start aiming.
So they're not aiming, but you've got every single bike has 2 people on it. One is driving, the other one is packing.
Sure. Yeah, they all have guns, but imagine being blinded by like multiple suns of brightness and then trying to figure out where that small guy was 10 meters away from you. There's no chance they're hitting you. They might open fire, but we would have such a dramatic advantage.
Normally, I would be all for this plan, but because I really, really want to blow someone up, but I'm also quite curious to see what Jerax does.
Yeah.
I really just want to let him play it out.
I'm not going to do
now.
it. I'm not going to do it because my athleticism isn't good enough to be able to chuck the grenade that far. That's the only reason that I'm not doing this. Because otherwise, I think
It'd be
it's
like a
the correct play.
preschooler tossing a football.
Exactly.
It would be really sad.
So
like a grown one.
Instead, I'm just going to literally shout. I don't think I have any cyberware or any equipment that's going to make this shout bigger than it is, so it might just come across as like puny little whisperings on the wind, but I'm just gonna shout to them from like 40 meters away, something like, you guys want to become the next bozos then, do you? Pagliacci 2.0, is that what this is about? You want to get wiped the fuck out? All right, well, you're in the right place. Take one step further forwards towards that cyber-looking freak, and you will be eviscerated.
Like that. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Pika, motherfucker.
Pikachu appears next to Jim Fingers.
Pikachu, go! That's essentially like chucking a flashbang, right? You just launch it and Pikachu comes out the other end.
Exactly. It's the same thing. Pokeball Go. All right. Because you're not doing the samurai thing of like walking out into the street, I'm not going to treat this as a face-off, but I am going to give you a persuasion check here, which is
Okay.
mathematically identical.
Okay, cool. $21.
Ooh, okay,
Ooh,
yeah,
wow.
they rolled up here expecting to bully some local families, and the tone of the street has completely changed.
Wasn't me.
It kind of was. You're the one who started with the rocket launcher. All right. Babylon looks over at the cyborg spouting numbers, the sniper on the roof, the rocket launcher, and does some quick maths of her own. She's going to say this. How long are you all staying here?
As long as we need to.
Can't stay
Longer-
here forever.
Longer than you are. Piss off. That's actually what I'm going to say.
You let us come in, take what we want, and we'll leave this little shithole alone.
What the hell do you want?
She gestures over at that house. Some stuff from in there.
Which house? The one that we're in?
Uh-huh. Anything that belongs to that little shit, Oro.
Ah. Okay, so this is an Oro problem then. Well, I mean, look, lady, not gonna happen. Sorry. You ain't gonna get in here. If you try, I'm just gonna blow you up. All right? And let's be real. You see that psychotic robot over there? You don't even know what he has inside of him. He's got some crazy shit in there. All right? You could walk near him and a whole bunch of blades could just appear. You don't know that. You don't know that. So how about this? How about you just step the fuck off right now before my bald, crazy ass friend on the roof of this building doesn't just light your bitch ass up. You get me right now, girl?
That's me. I'm bald. You can't see me because I'm hiding, but I'm bald.
Hey, boss, I think something's glinting on the roof up there. That's probably it. Oh, I thought that was like a disco ball or a reflector dish or something. All right. All right. They all look at each other. They're all clearly looking at Babylon as she eyes the lot of you over. Her lips.
7.99.
I
would check your phones if I was you.
They're all looking at their phones, and you see them go pale. Fuck. Let's go, boys. I need a shower to get the dust of this place off me. And they all rev up their bikes, shout a couple of defiant jeers, but it's the sort of thing that a bully says to save face after being turned down. You know, they can't just back off. They can't just admit defeat. So they all throw you the bird on their way out, say some nasty things, and they start to peel off and back off.
That's right, baby.
Do you do anything?
Just let them go.
I'm gonna airdrop a message, a smiley face.
How?
Okay.
What do I have to roll to take a cold shot at Babylon's head as they're leaving?
What weapon do you have?
I have the assault rifle.
Okay. Does that assault rifle have any attachments like a scope or anything like that?
Mine does not. No.
Okay, so
Although
you're
I
I'm just doing this.
I have 20 times teleoptics on myself
Mhm.
with my cyber eye, so I'm not sure whether the combination of that plus iron sights would be able to be.
No, you would need a scope, or you need to have a smart gun. If you had a smart gun
No,
that
I do
linked
not.
to your cyber optics, we'd be talking. Anything like that? All right. If you take the shot right now, stop. Okay, she was sort of straddling that square. 34 meters right now. You are at optimal range. You would need to get a 21 to succeed on this.
Don't do it.
It's a handguns. It's a shoulder arms check.
Don't do it. Not even.
Here's
don't
the
do
thing.
it.
As they leave,
Mm-hmm.
if I miss, they're just going to assume that I'm deliberately missing to make them piss off, you know?
No, no.
They're not gonna-
How
No.
does your brain?
No.
If we've already
Let 'em
scared
do it.
if we've already scared them off, they're not going to turn around to take a fight after we start lighting them up. If you're already retreating and people fire at you, you go into a full scale like
Why don't you just shoot in the air?
abandonment. Well, yeah,
Shoot in the
you
air
could
like
shoot in the
yourself.
air, but that's the thing. They wouldn't know the difference between me shooting in the air and shooting the ground if I miss. But if I hit,
How about-
I hit her in the head and we take out an incredibly valuable target. So I think I think
point
it's
the rocket
super
launcher at the
worth.
top of that roof and shoot you. How about that?
Right,
Did I
well,
just do
Yeah,
that?
blow
That
up your
would be a
child
very
at home.
bad
That's
idea.
fine. Just blow up. It's fine.
It's okay. We didn't grow up.
But
there.
I
Sure,
think
that's
this
true.
is worth it because it's pretty similar to just shooting in the air, to just scaring them off. But
Please don't.
I mean, I
I'd
think
prefer if you didn't.
I think this is worth.
No, it's not. I can 100% guarantee you right now the thoughts that are going through that head of yours, that shiny yet tiny cranium, okay?
So tiny.
They're all wrong.
Take
Okay.
the shot.
They're all wrong. Who said take
I
the shot?
agree, Natalie.
Great.
Take the shot.
Natalie, you said take the shot? No.
Do you,
don't take the
Josh,
shot.
do you have any shoulder
Shoot
arms?
Yeah, I do. I have 1 point of shoulder arm, so it's very unlikely that I hit. But here's my thought. The reason that my character would even be thinking about this is, what's the worst case scenario? Like, you would have to be a fucking maniac to having already decided to retreat while the rest of your team is already leaving. Like, if you're actually like an army that's in controlled retreat and they start shooting at you, you'd have to be insane to turn around and start
No.
engaging them in fire. You just flee even faster. It's a complete
Josh.
rout at that point.
We won. Okay?
We won, but did we win hard enough?
Is she wearing a helmet that if you shot her in the head anyway, she wouldn't die?
I mean, who knows?
She does have armor, just like you guys have armor on your head. She also has armor on her head.
I mean, if we hit her in the head and she
Shoot.
didn't die, then it's possible they would turn around and try and defend her. But I think this makes sense. I'm going to go for it, Joe. I go for it.
Okay. See, here's the thing about this is that nobody can tell him not to because nobody's close enough to stop him.
Yeah, but
So-
also, yeah,
All right.
You need a 21.
Have you done the calculations on this?
What the hell has he done?
How much luck do you
The
have?
cat just spilled something or something along those lines.
Or he just spilled something. What,
One moment.
sorry, what have you just done?
Unplug
Have you-
something, baby?
He must have unplugged something. His mic or...
Okay.
You
All
need
right.
to hit a 21.
But you know that when you hit the shot, we're going to have to deal with the repercussions of you hitting the shot.
Okay.
I don't think it will. Honestly. No, it won't. Do it.
Take the shot.
You're muted again, Josh.
Yeah, I think it might be that we have you on Discord, but we don't have you on vMix. Yeah. Go and refresh that and see if it
you
comes
have me
back.
now? I think you should have me now. I think that was the problem with me unplugging my microphone.
Yeah, we have you.
Yeah,
We have
so
you now.
yeah, I rolled my chair backwards and unfortunately I unplugged my mic again. But it's good now.
Here's what you missed, chat. You mostly missed Josh talking himself into taking the shot. I think
Yeah,
that's the most
that's
concise
anything
summary
you
I can
missed.
give.
I'm going for the shot because I don't believe there's any downside for this. I'm going for it. I'm gonna hit it. Okay, you want me to roll it?
Yeah, roll shoulder arms.
Yeah, that
10.
wasn't great. I
10.
rolled a 2 in shoulder arms.
Would you have to literally? You have a +8. You would literally have to roll a crit to pull this off. You got a 10% chance of pulling this
Yeah, a
off.
10% chance. But in the 90% chance that I miss, I still believe it just adds to the intimidation factor. But we'll see how they react.
Okay. As you shoot the shot and it whizzes off, you hear somebody swear, "Shot!" And they fan out and they split into 2 groups. They circle around the side and with their guns, they turn around and they're pissed.
Oh no!
You fucking idiot.
I mean,
God.
why?
You knew too. You knew.
Is this a
you knew.
container?
That is the container. But it's
I'd like to get inside it.
okay. Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh,
You fucking knew.
I didn't-
You knew.
I-
you knew.
I
No,
genuinely-
you knew 100%.
no,
You know.
I think most people would react to that just by completely
You knew.
having
You
a
knew.
route. They'd be gone. They wouldn't commit to that. These people are crazy. These people are actually mental.
So why would you shoot?
Because the vast majority of the time, you could get away. Imagine being in a scenario where you are an army and you are retreating, right? If someone takes a shot at you, you're not going to turn around and try and exact vengeance. You're just going to try and get away even faster because now they've started shooting at you.
Here's the thing, though. These people are not an army. They might like to dress like one, but they're not.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys are crazy. I think we're going to take them out. Easy
You're not
peasy.
wrong. You're not wrong. Okay. They go first, and as they are hooting and hollering and pulling their way around now, we're going to go ahead and pause the action right here, take a short break, and when we come back, the Red Chrome Legion is going to see what damage they can do before they get blown up by Monarch's rocket launcher. If they can at least shoot the guy who... No, none of them saw him. We're going to see what the body count is when we come back from our break. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please stay tuned.